the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin.
How was that beautiful? Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike 3.
Double alley. Touchdown Raiders.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hastings, Minnesota for CCVL baseball between the Hastings Hawks and the Rochester Royals, defending Class B state champion. We'll get ready to go in just a couple of minutes here. Hawks are getting ready to take the field. We'll go through the defensive alignment for the Hawks real quick. Around the outfield, we have Nelson in right, Walters in center, and Jordan Jeske over in left. Around the infield, from left to right, it is Cole Benson at third, Jackson Testament at short, Jackson Schaefer at second, and Mitch Eiliff over at first, Jake Sandquist behind the plate, and Ben Tegland on the mound for the Hawks tonight. So Tegland going through his warm-up pitches, and we will have some ball for you in just a couple. Okay. We'll go through the lineup real quick for the Rochester Royals. Leading off, number 15, the left fielder, Tate Miners. Batting second, Nolan Jurgensen, the shortstop. Batting third, Logan Mullaney, the center fielder. Batting fourth, Joe Sperry, the first baseman. Batting fifth, Drew Black, the designated hitter. Batting sixth, Nick Pearson, the second baseman. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Salmon Warren. Batting eighth, Adam Marshall, the catcher. And batting ninth, Thane Miners, the third baseman. Second meeting between these teams this year. The Hawks actually won down in Rochester earlier this season, so the Royals will be looking for some revenge. To my right, we got Jade Paulseth joining us in the booth tonight. How you doing tonight, Jade?
Doing wonderful.
All right, good to hear.
Doing wonderful. What a great night.
First pitch is out to left field. Jeske over and puts it away for out number one. So one quick pitch, one out.
All right, so hopefully that's the last of the technical difficulties. Yep. I am doing great tonight.
All right, glad to hear it. So one pitch, one out, as we see Jeske out there in left field. Excuse me. Jurgensen, the lefty, will step in against Ben Tegland. First pitch off the plate, ball one. Benny has really settled in well as the number 2 pitcher for the Hawks so far this year. 1-1 record, 4.09 ERA. That one misses, ball 2. And that one's in there for a strike, 2-1. So like Jade was saying earlier, nice night tonight. We got a little bit of haze, but I don't think it's nearly as hazy as that Meesville game we had a couple weeks ago. 2-1 delivery is over the head of the first baseman, Eiliff, and into right field for a solid single.
Yeah, just a little blooper there.
So Jorgensen finds an opening, finds some grass, and they have a one-out base runner. Here's Logan Mullaney, the center fielder. Tegland going into the stretch now and delivers, fouled back, strike one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if Ben has taken a look over there. He's taken a pretty good secondary lead.
Good looking pitch on the outside corner, strike two. Working that breaking ball there. Tough pitch to hit. O2 is up high.
So that's one thing Ben has been able to do really well is just stay ahead in the count.
That has really been key for him this year. Just around the plate, he's
there he
there
goes.
it goes. Roller to the right side, and they'll throw across for the single out. That is Schaefer to Iliff, 4-3.
Sandquist did a nice job of there of just directing traffic and calling for first instead of trying to take a double play and get no outs. So good communication by the catcher.
You could see Schaefer took like a quick glance to his right and saw that there was no sense in even trying it and just went for the sure thing, 2 away. So this will be Sperry, the first baseman, takes a strike on the inside corner. There's a breaking ball chopped out towards shortstop. Tessman's got it across, and the Royals are done in the top of the first. They get a single hit, but he gets no farther than second, and we are through half an inning.
Yep, now it's our offense's turn.
Now it's the offense's turn. Yep, offense obviously has been extremely effective for the Hawks in the last several weeks. Team batting close to 300.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you get solid or really good pitching and timely hitting and great hitting. Yeah, you get wins.
That's the name of the game. You got some good outfielders. We'll go through the defensive alignment for the Rochester Royals. We've got Tate Miners out in left field, Mulaney in center, Warren in right, around the infield, Thane Miners, Jurgensen, Pearson, and Sperry. Mickelson is on the mound, and behind the plate will be Adam Marshall. Palmer Mickelson, number 14, right-hander on the hill, getting ready for the Royals.
Without our officials, we cannot do these games, so please be nice to our officials. If you think you can do a better job than they can, I encourage you to apply.
As see him getting ready. And here's the batting order for the Hastings Hawks. Leading off the center fielder, Corey Walters. In right field, Jack Nelson. Second baseman, Jackson Schaefer. Blake Warner, designated hitter. Jackson Tessman over at shortstop. Mitch Iliff at first base. Cole Benson at third. Jake Sandquist behind the plate. And Jordan Jeske out in left. Jordan Jeske, the top pitcher for the Hawks, getting a rare start in the field after Jordy Horsch had pulled a hamstring down in Dundas a week ago.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate, right? He just running, and comes up gimpy. It's
Yep, and just a veteran presence at the top of the lineup, a guy that takes a lot of pitches and kind of sets the pace for everything. But injuries happen, and they'll have to adjust, and like we said, the lineup has really been hitting the ball well.
yeah, this is where
Corey Walters among them. Corey Walters, a guy with a lot of pop in his bat, batting .279, .535 slugging percentage.
Yeah, the other thing that he does extremely well with his speed is as the third baseman, he's a smart hitter. He's going to see that third baseman is playing way back, and he has the ability to drop down a bunt for a hit.
Yep, we'll see if he is down one strike after one pitch, so. And takes a curveball, ducks out of the way of that 1-1.
Oh, that was behind him.
Kind of a breaking ball that didn't break is what that looked like.
Shoulder high. Yeah, he's pretty methodical.
One pitch is away, 2-1. And that is on the ground to the shortstop. Strong throw across, and Walters is retired, one away. That was Jurgensen to Sperry on the play.
And we got Schaefer coming up. Oh, Schaefer's on deck.
This is going to be Jack Nelson coming up.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that mix of young talent and veteran leadership. You know, it's a great combination.
First pitch is outside, ball one. And that is at the belt, strike one.
Probably hear me say this more than once, but at least he's being very consistent on that outside
Yep,
pitch.
it looks like it might be a wide one tonight. And that one is dropped in there for a strike. 1-2. And half swing, got him, strike three.
Well, let's see if Schaefer can start us off here. 2-out rally. He's been clutch all year.
He has been. He is on a 15-game hitting streak, including 14 straight this season. Hit in every game. I came up with a stat with how consistent Schaefer is. Maybe we'll get to it in the half-inning break. And that first pitch is towards the gap and is going to be down for a base hit.
There you go. 16,
so speaking of
right?
which,
15 now?
That'll be up to 16 now. And here's the number I came up with for Schaefer. He's played 32 games in a hockey uniform. He has 2 4-hit games, 3 3-hit games, 10 2-hit games, 15 1-hit games, and 2 0-hit games.
That's incredible numbers.
It is pretty incredible. Yeah, he has been something else since joining the team.
That is incredible, and he has speed.
And speed too. First pitch is down low to Blake Warner. And Blake, no slouch himself, he has a 9-game hitting streak, hitting every game this year. He is crushing the ball to a tune of a .515 batting average early in the season.
Over 500, wow.
And that one is right up the middle, off the pitcher, and he's going to get a base hit off of that. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, some things are just going your way.
Yep.
And
So,
as a baseball player, you go through that where things don't.
yep, exactly.
And you got to ride the highs and lows. And
That's for sure. So, yeah, just deflect off Mickelson's thigh, and you'll be able to kind of get the replay here. Shortstop was moving over and deflected back to where he would have been in the first place. No play. So here comes Tessman. Tessman also has been absolutely on fire this year. He's hitting a mere .486. I mean, compared to Blake's .515, maybe not so good. But, yeah, the middle of this lineup is just killing the ball so far. He takes ball one down low.
yeah, that's just unbelievable, actually.
And that one's on the outside corner. Strike one, 1-1. That is a high chopper over to third base. Throw across, and the Hawks are done. They get 2 hits, cannot cash them in, and we are through one scoreless ball game. 2 left on base there for the Hawks. Apologize to anybody that was trying to get our internet-only broadcast. We're having some problems with that, but we are available on HCTV and our YouTube feed tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting out here when they come out and put on a good show. And
Absolutely, we always enjoy that. Always enjoy having these guys out here.
they do a nice job of bringing us good quality feeds. And
Yep, tremendous. Just good camera work from all the boys. You can see some fans sitting out there on the picnic tables near the parking lot, enjoying the shade.
and the work these guys put into getting set up. It's you don't just show up at 5 minutes
No,
before the game.
the process is a couple hours before the game and a couple hours after the game. So we're super happy to have them out here. They will also be out here tomorrow for those of you guys that want to watch some more baseball to watch some Legion action. There's the banner right there. Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., a Legion ball game coming right at you. We'll have some different broadcasters on there, but the same excellent camera crew.
That is wild. I know when my boy was little and we never had any of our Legion games publicized, and it's really cool that the Hastings is getting behind.
Yeah, it really
them.
is neat to have this community TV that's broadcasting all these games for the kids, and a lot of fun for everybody. So Drew Block, the designated hitter, will lead off the second inning for the Royals. And that's in there for a strike. Up high, 1-1.
So the outfield is playing what I'd call a normal position.
Yep, pretty straight away in infield and outfield. Down and away, 2-1.
You can tell the humidity is getting to some of the guys. You see a lot of forehead wiping already.
And that is on the ground to second base. Schaefer has it. Easy throw across, one away. So 3 straight ground outs induced by Tegland. And there's 1 out in the top of the second.
Yep, Benny's. Let's hope Benny can continue this groove.
Talking to me. I put it on.
Yeah, gaining a lot of confidence, and obviously Mattson having a lot of confidence in him throwing in this game against the defending Class B champions. That's a nice curveball in the inside corner. That was a strike.
Yes, there is. Yeah, he's trying to fix it.
Yep.
And that one just misses a bit high. 1-1.
Had a little dance to it.
Yeah, I think I got most of it up.
Yeah, his breaking stuff appears to have some good movement on it. And that one dives a little bit too far out of the zone. 2-1.
Yes, he said he asked if you're good.
3-1.
So 3-1 count to Pearson, the second baseman. And that's in there for a strike, full count.
He was looking all the way. Let's see if he has something spicy here.
Yep, payoff pitch. And gets him swinging. You see a fist pump from Brennan Kruger in the background there. We'll get another look at that curveball. Got Pearson swinging over the top of it. Yeah, a lot of drop to that one. 12-6, and rings him up. So here's Sam Warren, the right fielder.
Yeah, they're working me hard today.
First pitch is popped up into short, very short left field. Jeski's in, but it's going to be Tessman backing up to field the pop-up and retire the Royals. So Tegland gets the Royals 1-2-3 in the second.
Yeah, that was Tessman called that, and Benson ran out of the way.
Yeah, Tessman, and that's the nice thing. Tessman and Schaefer, such great range in the middle infield from both of them. They just kind of lot of ground those guys cover.
Yeah, well, Johnny, I was when I was helping out in concessions earlier. We have a brand new resident of Hastings that decided this is his first day in town, and he came to a Hawks game.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. We love it. Love to see everybody out here. Just like you said, a little bit smoky out there, but other than that, pretty beautiful night to be outside.
It's just, and the Hawks community is very welcoming. So I see him sitting there in the stands by himself. Hopefully, we'll get him in with one of the crowds here.
If he
Yep,
needs
love to see that.
Maybe take my headphones or whatever, you know.
As you can see, Mickelson there getting ready for his second inning of work.
Yeah, looking at this, right? The team batting average 294. I think the Twins could use a little bit of
I
that.
think they could use take some pointers from these guys. That's for sure. So here's Iliff. Youngster is, I believe, third or fourth game with the Hawks. Just a recent graduate of Hastings High School. A lot of Hastings guys here. Takes ball 1 high and ball 2 high.
Yep, all night
And
long.
that one's in there, strike one. Breaking ball down low, so Iliff 3-1 advantage. And that one misses outside. So Iliff draws a leadoff walk. And the Hawks are in business to start the second.
Yeah, so this is when, the catcher plays a role on offense as well, because they're drinking that information back to the dugout that on the outside of that plate, get ready, he's going to call it a strike, which is great information that the catcher can influence the offense as well.
Yep, one of the most important guys in the field, and that is that curveball catches the inside corner for a strike. As you can see, Sandy in the on-deck circle got those first 3 buttons down, as is tradition. And that first pitch is over to second for 1, and double play, 6-4 to 3. So Benson rolls 1 to shortstop, and the Royals kill 2 with a 1 swing.
I think Sandy's just trying to stay cool on a warm evening,
As we get another look at that, pretty much tailor-made right to him.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can hear, but we got Bruce over here. He's chirping at us too.
Yep, there's Sandquist. You can see those 2 buttons down on a warm night. Takes ball 1 outside and then ball 2 tight.
Sandy didn't look too thrilled with that.
With what?
That one's high, ball 3.
These guys have, they're hitters now. They don't want balls. They want to swing.
That's right.
The bats,
They want to start swinging, and they want to. Yep.
To give me something to swing.
some
so
damage.
it's showing a lot of discipline. Out.
And that one is on the corner, 3-1. Looked like he was taken all the way at 3-0.
Yeah, looked a little outside for me, but at 3-0 count, you're probably going to get that.
And that one, Sandquist thought was ball 4 again, but called strike 2. May have been a little bit inside. And payoff pitch is,
there it is.
Out to left field. And foul, hooking down the
foul
third
about,
baseline.
what, by a foot or 2, you think? That was
Probably something like that.
is the right idea.
Three and two down, bottom of the second. Scoreless ball game. And swing and oh, nope. He got a piece of it. The catcher couldn't squeeze it. So Sandquist gets new life. Looked like it was right in his glove, and it just kind of popped right out of there.
I think Sandy just bumped it right out. Yeah.
And that one hits him, so Sandquist will reach with 2 outs.
So he's moving up the charts, right? I think these catchers seem to want to try to go after Nick Horsch's hit by pitch record.
Yeah.
So
Noah was chasing that last year, and there's Sandquist takes one. See Sandy wheels Sandquist, the team leader in stolen bases. We'll see if he takes off.
Are you
2
serious?
outs. He is, yes. That's outside for a ball.
I don't.
Let's
Who's
see.
keeping the book?
I am keeping the book. I have got 5 stolen bases for Jake so far this year, including a couple steals at third.
I guess his speed is deceptive then.
And down and in, ball 2.
If you give me a second.
So Mickelson struggling with control a little bit. Got his infield bailed him out with that double play, or he might be in real trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they seem to not be on the same page. A lot of shaking off here. So
Thanks to everybody back in the internet broadcast. That is in there for a strike. Thanks for everybody in the internet broadcast. Sorry we were out for a while. We had some problems with our tablet. Also, if you guys don't know, this game is being broadcast on YouTube. Search for Hastings Hawks, and you'll find a live stream of the game. And that's in there for strike 2, 2-2. So if you go to YouTube, search for Hastings Hawks, you should be able to find the live stream of this game. Otherwise, we're happy to have you on the internet-only broadcast if you're not in a spot where you can watch. And that one is up, and that is going heading towards the gap, and that is going to be down.
Here comes Sandy. He's cruising around.
Sandquist over to third. Jeske will take a big turn and hold up at first.
There you go.
And the Hawks have first and third with
top of the order coming up.
With the top of the order coming up. So Jeske's also been, he's mostly spent most of his time on the mound, but really been hitting well this year. Hitting 333, 11 for 33 so far. So definitely that bat, can use that bat in the lineup when he's not pitching as well. Get a little Shohei Ohtani action there from number 17.
Shohei. Then what is he going to be, the $60 or $80 million
Something
man?
like that. Yeah, 60 per year. Yeah, pretty easily. First pitch to Walters is on the outside corner for a strike.
So he's in the Twins' budget as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah.
If they get rid of everyone else, they might be able to afford him.
I can dream. I can dream.
1-0 is high ball.
2-0 now.
2-0. I thought that first pitch was called a strike. It's actually, I believe it's actually 1-1. Yes, it is 1-1.
I guess I'm trusting our scoreboard guy too much. He's one of the best, but
and swing over the top for breaking ball there, 1-2.
Scoreboard, PA, set official book, 17 other things, right? It's
first and third, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Scoreless ball game.
Ski's doing some dancing.
And that just popped foul. That's going to get out of play.
Not a lot of kids here to go get the foul balls tonight. All right, Corey is 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the batter's box, stepping
taking
in.
time to try to get ready, look for his pitch here, down a strike, 1-2. And that one is down the line, and fair ball!
Fair ball. Come on, Ski.
1 run's going to score. Walters digging for second. Ski will check in at third, and it's 1-0 Hawks.
There you go. That was a heck of a hit, just over the third base line.
So we get another look at this. Yes, a hard grounder tucks it right inside the third base bag. Can't quite see it there, but just a few inches inside the bag down the line. And
I have to say, it's a good effort by the third baseman there.
Yeah. Walters, of course, with his speed, able to chug into second easily. And that'll bring Nelson up, struck out in the first inning. And that one is through the hole for a base hit. Jeske's going to score. Walters rounding third hard, and he's going to be in, and it's 3-0.
There we go.
So Nelson greets the first pitch with a 2-run single. 3-0 Hawks.
It's that timely hitting and what you've come to expect out of this part of the lineup.
The lefty just kind of puts it right through the hole. And here comes Schaefer, 1 for 1 already. And already 5 hits for the Hawks in inning and 2/3.
Only 22 pitches from Rochester as well. So
throw over to first, and Nelson dives back. Nelson also with good speed.
Yeah, much like you back in the day, right, Johnny?
Oh, absolutely. I could motor like that, no question about it.
I do that now. I'm losing parts.
He takes off.
He's running second.
Sliding, second baseman can't hold on the ball, so Nelson is in safely with a stolen base.
Yes.
It was a good throw, but I think even if he makes that catch, he had a good enough jump to beat it.
Yep, I concur, Jade. Absolutely. So 1 strike, and Nelson now in scoring position for Schaefer, and that one is into the outfield for a base hit. Nelson will score, and it's 4-0. Schaefer digging for second. He's in there.
There we go.
And that is a double. That is absolutely a straight double, and Nelson is around to score. Schaefer, and 4 straight 2-out hits for the Hawks, and it is 4-0.
And we have Blake coming up.
And here comes Blake.
It's not on the camera, guys.
So conference at the mound, try to calm down Mickelson, who's been greeted with a slew of hits by this hot-hitting Hawks lineup. And here comes Warner, 1 for 1. He's got a runner in scoring position. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
Yeah, if that's going to continue to be a strike, they're going to have to move up on the batter's box a little bit.
It has been wide, that's for sure.
You know, be able to reach that.
And that's up and away, ball 1-1.
And that's fine, as long as he continues to be consistent.
As long as it's consistent and doesn't move around. I think the problem was the problem that I think some of the guys hadn't done this is it started wide and got tighter as the game went along. That's wide, 2-1. Two-one pitch, big cut by Warner, strike 2.
It's a good swing.
Yep, especially up a strike, looking to drive one.
Strike.
Two delivery. He just gets a piece of that, rolled towards the Rochester dugout. As you get a look at Schaefer on second, 2 for 2. Got the
A lot of twos on the scoreboard.
A lot of twos on the scoreboard. Got the easy half of that cycle out of the way to Schaefer. And that's popped foul, not a play. .48 pitches already for Mickelson, not even through the second inning yet.
Yeah, and Teglin at 22.
And that's inside to Warner. Good take there, full count. Payoff pitch coming to Blake. And that one is hit sharply out towards center field. Center fielder racing over. He'll dive, and he will not get there. Schaefer will score. Warner around second. He is heading for third. And he is held up with a triple. Diving attempt by the center fielder. Cannot get to it. And it is 5-0 Hawks.
Yeah, all these runs with 2 outs.
All the runs with 2 outs. A walk and then a double play induced to Benson, and then after that,
got to appreciate the effort of the center fielder.
Oh,
there.
absolutely, yeah. And here's Tessman, the 9th man to bat this inning, and that one is into left field for a base hit. So Warner will score.
So he wasn't on the base pass very long.
He was not. It was a quick trip around, quick 360, and it is 6-0 Hawks.
Yep, dugout's coming to greet Warner.
And here comes the manager out to have a talk with Mickelson. Hawks have officially batted around. Iliff, who started the inning, will be up next. So inning recap, Iliff walked. Benson wrapped into a 6-4-3 double play. Sandquist hit by a pitch. Juski singled. Walters doubled. Nelson singled. Schaefer doubled. Warner tripled. And then Tessman singled. Warner got an RBI, Nelson got 2, Schaefer, Warner, and Tessman with 1 apiece. So 6 runs, 8 hits. As we kind of get a look at the conference on the mound here.
Yeah, but it looks like.
And there's a couple of Hastings' finest at our concession stand.
Yeah, it's nice to see them out here interacting with the community.
Oh, we got a new pitcher in there, number 11. We'll get Alex Rudquist, the new pitcher, number 11.
Pretty tall kid.
So Mickelson with a rough outing, only 1 2/3 innings, but got roughed up by this really deep and tough Hastings lineup.
8 hits.
Just everybody's been red hot. We're talking about the team average being at 294. At this particular moment, they might be up above 300. 8 hits and only 5 outs so far this game.
It's a good start. It's a good start. I know these guys. They're not done. They're not done.
The Royals, absolutely not. This is a deep. You never know with the long Wednesday trip from Rochester for a Class C team. But these guys were the state champions of Class B last year for a reason. They were the best team in the state that I saw last year. They 10-runned us twice. They have got some hitters on this team, a powerful offense. Again, I recognize some of these names, some other ones I don't. So hard to know who they have up there, but it's no time to let up. Keep. You're going to want to keep scoring.
Let's just keep your foot on the pedal.
Keep your foot on the gas. So here's Iliff, who walked to start the inning. And fouls that one off to the left, strike one.
That was by me.
One delivery is in there for a strike.
Yeah, it kind of shakes his head a little bit, but, you know, we know where that is.
That's kind of where it's been, yep. Another right-hander on the hill out of the stretch. Like you said, tall, lanky guy. 1 2/3 innings, 18 balls, 33 strikes, 51 total pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 6 runs allowed so far, and the runner on first does belong to him. And that's down and in. 2-2. And that's away, 3-2.
That's a little bit of a tough outing.
Yeah, that's a rough game.
We're just gonna not even give the ERA, but it was high.
And that one is down the center, strike 3. So Iliff goes down on strikes. But the Hawks do bat around in the second inning, get 6 runs on 6 hits. 1 left on base. We'll get another look at the strikeout there. Pretty good pitch. Came across it. The Iliff wanted it, but came across around the knees, I think.
Yeah, I think it did. You know, it's not where the ball ends up. It's where it comes across the plate. And it took a little dive on it.
But big inning for the Hawks, putting up the 6 runs. Hey, thanks to everybody that was joining us on our internet broadcast. Again, sorry for cutting out there for a big part of the first inning and early in the second. We should be good to go now. And once again, for those of you listening, we are being broadcast live on Hastings Community Television. So thank you, HCTV, as we get look at some of the guys hanging around the Hawks dugout and warming up. Hey, there we go. There's one of our cameramen.
Yeah, they actually got 2 of them though. There's an unmarked and a marked livery.
Yep, we're doing the TV and the internet broadcast both tonight. So, yep. Sorry about that. The reason the audio is not good is because we have to have it plugged in because we didn't have any juice. So we're gonna have some feedback until we can get some more. Until we can get the pad charged up enough to run on its own. So apologize for that. First pitch is down low for a ball.
Do you have your battery pack with you?
A lot goes into these productions.
And there's a cut and a miss, strike one.
That's one of the things I appreciate. I don't mind just filling in. The work that Derek and Johnny put into these is...
Well, it's a labor of love, and we do what we can with it, right? And that one is wrapped down to third base. Benson has it. Throws across to retire Adam Marshall. One away. That was the catcher, Marshall.
But I can guarantee you the people that listen really do appreciate the efforts. Sandy's checking out the crowd on his way back after backing up first base.
Here is Thane Miners. Number 9 hitter, Sky is the first pitch to center field. Walters takes a couple steps over and settles under it for out number 2. So 2 quick outs.
Walter says, I got this.
Yep, you can see him out there putting up the 2 to everyone. 2, 2, 2.
Now batting number 19, Tate Miners.
So that'll turn over the lineup to Tate Miners, the leadoff hitter, who flew out back to lead off the game. Only 1 base runner allowed for Ben Teglin so far, so good outing for him. First pitch is away, ball 1. And that is a strike, 1-1.
Those are pretty easy to move. I mean, if someone wanted to buy a couple of nice headsets for us, we would.
1-1 delivery is down low, 2-1.
Like knocked Sandy's mask off. But as normal, right? He gets up and he is smiling. Kind of the prankster of the team, you know, just always happy, ready to go. Just a great teammate.
Oh, jeez, yeah, that's you get a good look at it there. And that'll be fouled back, 2-2.
Did you get the airplane?
I don't think everyone understands the beating that these guys behind the plate take.
It is a rough life. It's a rough life, and I'm not sure why it's one anyone would choose. I saw Cincinnati Reds Joey Votto said once, I read a quote from him, I would do anything on a baseball field except for catch. Those guys are clinically insane.
Yeah, you hear the stories of what they're doing. You know, Mike Redmond comes to mind for me. We won't talk about that on air, but yeah.
Down low, full count.
Yeah.
And Derek's youngest son, Adam, is dabbling with being a catcher, so there you go. If you've ever met Adam, you kind of understand. Payoff pitch is down to third base. Benson has it. Throw across. Good reach by Iliff, and another 1-2-3 inning for Benny Teglin.
Yeah, that's only 9 pitches.
Yep.
9 pitches for Benny.
So very effective outing so far for Benny, and we are through 2.5, 6-0 Hawks.
Yeah. He'll be ready to go tomorrow if we had a game.
Yeah, that's what Ben said was scheduled to start the Saturday game that didn't happen, and he wanted an inning the night before on Friday because he's like, just want to get, didn't want to do a bullpen, wanted to get in there for live action. He's like, I don't throw very hard. I can throw pitches all day. That's what he'll tell you.
Yeah. He's young still, John.
He's young still, yeah.
He's young still.
Yep.
When they were doing on-field batting practice today, a couple went over the fence, and I went and got him and threw him in, and 2 throws, and my arm was numb. So I said, hopefully no more come over this way. And when I was walking, I tell you, they were giving me the business, so I tried to run. Oh, that was an ugly sight. Yeah, so let's see if they can add to the 6 runs on the board and the 8 hits.
Yep, nice second inning. From the bottom to the top of the lineup, everybody contributed. So that'll bring up. We'll start it off with Cole Benson, the only Hawk who didn't reach that last inning.
Ooh. Well, I can tell you that is in the back of his mind.
That's probably in the back of his mind, yep.
So he.
First pitch to Cole is in there for strike 1.
Yep, so we have Jason Greeter over coaching first now. Second and short guy. He He plays a lot. He just one of the.
And there's a roller right back to the pitcher. Cole upset and
Little bat flip on
little
the
bat
ground
flip.
there.
Didn't like the contact he got on that one, and Cole is retired for the first out of the third.
Thing we have learned to grow and love about Cole, though, is when it is clutch, he's going to deliver.
That is true. That is very true about him.
And that's the thing about this sport.
Yep.
Right now, other guys are picking him up, and
Yep.
when we need him, he's going to deliver.
Absolutely. He hasn't liked either one of his swings tonight, but I guarantee you he'll be back driving doubles to the gap before you know it. First pitch to Sandquist.
Lane coming
Good
in
take,
right
good
now.
hold up there.
1.
Ball 1.
I can't go more.
And swing and a miss. Strike
Hey.
1.
It was a little outside, but that has been a strike all
That
night.
has been a strike.
You had to swing, and
Yep,
he
got to
did.
protect.
So.
Got to protect. And away. 2-1. That one catches the inside corner. 2-2. I think Sandy unbuttoned another button since his last at bat. That's down and away. 3-2.
I just wondered, is there someone here he's trying to impress?
I think that'd be very, very well maybe possible. A payoff pitch coming to Sandy. And swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah, I know he wants that. He wants that one back.
Yep, talking to Jeske about what he saw from the new pitcher. Here comes Jeske's the first of had the first of 6 straight 2-out hits last inning to really get the Hawks rolling. See what
Showing signs of a bunt.
he showed the signs of bunt, pulled it back and took it across the outside corner.
And he moves really well for, especially being one of the vets on this team. He can move. He can do that.
And that one's in there for a strike.
All right, so I'm guessing there is no bunt coming.
Probably not at this point. Anybody who was down in Red Wing last year saw the famous foot race where he bested Dennis Reinhardt. These guys are always messing around doing something. 1-2 to Jeske, and that is up in the air. Hit pretty well to center field.
11.
And going back and leaping to make the
Just-
catch in center field. That'll be Mulaney. So good play out there in center to retire Jeske and end the inning. Jeske put a good swing on it, but the ball is flagged down. Let's take another look at that.
That was a little bit of a snow cone catch there. I think they weren't giving Jeske maybe the respect.
And there it is. Yep, you're right. A little bit of a snow cone into the glove.
Yeah.
All right, we will take a brief station break for HCTV, so stick around for more Hawks baseball.
Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business. So support HCTV today! Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation.
Now batting number 1, Nolan Jurgensen.
You want me to do the...
All right, welcome back to Vets Park. Nolan Jurgensen leading off the top of the fourth inning for the Royals.
Look at that view for you on the feed. It's beautiful.
First pitch is a breaking ball that hangs up high for ball 1.
We have our super fan Brian Schomer in front of us here.
In the dirt, 2-0.
Another plane.
Jurgensen singled the lone hit and the lone base runner for the Royals so far, back in the first inning. And that one's in there for a strike, 2-1.
I couldn't get it. I couldn't.
And that'll lead.
A little bit inside.
Jurgensen ducking away, spinning away from that one, 3-1. That breaking ball falls in there for a strike, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Oh, snagged by Tegland and throws it over to first for out number 1.
That's the way, right?
Yep.
I think, isn't that Bert that said pitchers are always the best athletes?
Yeah, right.
You know?
That was that's a pretty slick fielding play, fielding his position there.
Here it comes.
We'll get another look at it here. You'd see he just kind of stuck his glove out and found the ball in it.
Oh, that was all skill.
All skill, absolutely.
You ask him after the game.
Ask him, that's what he'll tell you. First pitch is inside, 1-0. And swing and a miss, strike 2. One and one. And that is fouled off to the left, strike 2, 1-2. One, two, and that is way high back to the backstop.
Yep, that one went over Sandy's glove.
And Tegland, Benny, you got this. Bruce gave him the sound clip, and he kind of smirked as he walked back to the back of the mound.
Well, that tells you he's having fun. You know, with these.
2-2, and that one's up high, ball 3.
That is one of the things that I've noticed. The team this year seems to be pretty relaxed, having a lot of fun.
They're loose. They're having fun. I talked to Ski after the game in Lake City, and that one is fouled off to the left. 3-2 pitch. He said 2 really tough losses in the 9th inning to Meesville and Dundas. I asked if the guys were down. He's like, nope, not at all. Everybody's confident. Everybody's picking each other up. Everybody's ready to rear and go. So,
yeah.
Payoff pitch once again fouled off to the left.
Yeah, I noticed when I went to the tournament with them this year. You know, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, they're just a tight group of guys, and
it's really getting now that everybody's been around each other for a couple years. It's getting, and that one is hit sharply into right field for a base hit. So Mulaney has the Royals' second hit of the game, solid single.
So what I did was I turned because the sun was shining directly into his camera.
That'll bring up Joe Sperry, who grounded out in the first. Yeah, and you like to see that because that's the thing that keeps guys coming back year after year. There's a couple of guys that are really talented, those 2 middle infielders, Schaefer and Tessman we talked about. They would have options to go other places if they wanted to, but I think they're having a good time here, getting at-bats. The team is playing pretty well. So, first pitch is down low for a ball. And like you say, really good mix of some vets and some youngsters.
right. And everyone kind of understands their role.
Which, yep, that helps a lot. That's in there for a strike. Of course, you know, guys that are on the bench want to play a little bit more. Who wouldn't? If you're a competitive player, of course you do.
Well, that's the reason you're playing still,
Yep.
because you love the game. You want to play, but you also want to do well for your team.
1-1 is outside, 2-1.
What'd you say it was?
2-1 to Sperry. Big curveball hangs inside, 3-1.
So Tegs is not doing quite as well as he was at the beginning of the game, staying ahead of the count. But he's finding a way to get those ground balls when he needs them.
That one is hit sharply out to left field, and that is going to get hop in front of Jeske for a single. Jeske gets it back in quickly, and
so
Mulaney will hold at second base.
I jinxed him, so.
Yeah, that's as an announcer, there's kind of you're in a no-win situation there. You know what I mean?
Agree. And at least the no-hitter was taken out of the
that
game
is
in
true.
the first inning.
That was
right?
we got that out of the way right away, so nobody even had to think about that. So here's Block, the designated hitter, 0 for 1, takes a strike. So Teggs works ahead of this batter after falling behind the last two and giving up a couple of base hits. Down low, and that'll get back between Sandquist's legs and back to the backstop. So both runners will move up.
Had a perfect view of that one. It got just under the glove. Sandy wasn't able to get that glove in the dirt fast enough. That happens sometimes. Otherwise, the form was right. If he would have got that glove down, the ball would have been right on home plate.
I thought he fouled it because I didn't see it after.
1-1, cut and a miss, strike 2.
With that pitch there, if you guys can see it on the replay, you just got to be hitting that sucker all night because it's almost impossible to hit.
It's almost impossible to hit, and they've been giving it. I don't know if that would have been a baller strike, but that one's a little bit high, 2-2. I don't know what that would have been called exactly, but you've got to protect way outside. That's been kind of established.
And he's doing a little bit better job of getting closer to the front of the line there.
And that's away, ball 3.
That's the thing where the pitcher and catcher have to realize this hard pitch is being called a strike. Let's try to do that more often.
Payoff pitch coming and just misses up high and outside. And ball 4, they'll be loaded up with one away for Nick Pearson, second baseman.
Now that number 25, second baseman Nick Pearson.
It's not storm clouds. It's like that low line.
So one down, bases loaded. Let's see what he has up his sleeve here.
First real threat for the Royals, and that one misses outside, ball 1. Pearson struck out back in the second. And tapped foul at the plate, 1-1. So after retiring 10 of the first 11 batters of the game, Ben's given up 2 straight singles and a walk to load him up with 1 out in the 4th. Hawks leading at 6-0. 1-1 is wide, ball 2.
Yeah,
Pearson flashed bunt there for a split second, but quickly pulled it back.
Looked like the same pitch, so it just got out of his hand at the wrong release point.
That's away, 3-1.
So
and
I guess
Sandquist will get out there to have a conversation with Ben.
Yep, that's what you need. With the 6-run lead, there's no one up in the Hawks' pen.
Yep. Just kind of calm down and let you get through it, and just get an out here. Even if a run comes home, just get an out.
Yeah, it's kind of the job of the catcher. Just kind of be a cheerleader, crack a little joke, maybe go over some of the strengths and weaknesses of the batter, but just get his head back into the game.
Yeah, I know. I was checking my phone and then I was like, oh, 3. And then my fan.
So 3-1 to the lefty Pearson, and that is chopped up to third base. Benson steps on third, throws across, and that one's going to get away from Iliff.
Oh, they're running. We got a guy rounded.
Got a guy rounding third, and he is going to hold up there. So Hawks do get an out as Benson stepped on third. Mulaney came home to score, and a throwing error allows both runners to move up to second and third.
Yeah. I think if
Sperry is retired 5 unassisted. Block moves up to third. Pearson moves up to second. So Pearson hits into a fielder's choice, advances on the E5. So after all that, the Hawks do get their out, but Rochester gets one in, and both runners a move up on the play. Benson stepped on third right away, but then just a low throw that Iliff was not able to come up with.
Yeah, I did the splits trying to get to that, but
that's in there for a strike. 1-1 to Sam Warren.
I think Watkins wanted to try to get home, but he did respect the third base coach's commands.
Put up the sign. Yep.
Yeah, he's not a small man.
That's a little roller right back to Benny. Toss over, and the Royals are retired. They get one run, but Tegelin nicely works out of the bases loaded, one out jam, only giving up one. You'll take that every time.
Absolutely.
So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base in the 4th. So we're through 3.5, 6-1 Hawks.
All right, so let's go every other inning. 6 runs every other inning.
If we could do another 6er here, we'd take that. Get a shot of our press box with us inside it in our grandstands.
There's a lot going on in this press box.
A lot going on in the press box. Yep, we got 4 guys up here. Bruce doing 3 jobs at once. He's scoring the game. He's doing the scoreboard. He's doing the public address.
No, he's done great. He's doing a little dancing right now.
Doing a little dancing for us. Yep. And I believe those of you that want to listen to the Legion game tomorrow, I believe you'll get to hear a little bit of Bruce Karnick on the call. So tune back in for that. That's a fun Legion team. A lot of good players on there, and Mitch Iliff, I believe, will be pulling our first baseman, be pulling double duty and be playing in that game for Hawks fans. Get to see a couple guys who hopefully will be future Hawks coming over here next year, a couple of juniors. Benny's little brother, Johnny Tegelin, is the catcher for that team. So, yeah, fun, really fun Raiders baseball team this year. Their season ended in the semifinals of the regional tournament to Eastridge, who did they go on to win state? I think they may have.
Yeah, I haven't. I missed that after they were out. I stopped watching. Even a fan of baseball, it's just.
Yep.
Yeah, my
so here's
hometown
Walters.
team.
I think it was Eastridge that took state, if I'm not mistaken.
So Sticks is up here.
So it'll turn it over to Walters, 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 2nd inning. And first pitch to him is away, ball 1.
Yeah,
this is Rudquist, who settled things down pretty well after the Hawks really got to Mickelson in the 2nd.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
And that is popped up. First baseman racing over for a look, and that is going to get over the fence into the Royals bullpen. Strike 1.
Yeah, I think he just has a little bit different arm angle that is not as easy to pick up, I think.
I hit the horn, and I heard him laugh because he knew it was the horn sound effect.
Got it.
Yep,
Yeah.
I think you get the...
Bruce is getting creative with
Bruce
the
getting creative with the sound effects.
At the park sound effects. Throwing some of us for a loop.
They definitely had that first pitcher timed up and swing and a miss, as you can see with that pitch. I think Rudquist has him a little crossed up so far. See if they can adjust now that a few batters have gotten a look at him.
Whatever's going on here, Rudquist has a giant smile on his face. So I don't know if Corey said something to him or he's pressed with
that
the
is rolled
catcher.
down to third base, bobbles it, throw over, and Walters is going to beat that down the line. I think you do have to call it an error because I think not only was it a bobble by the third baseman, it was a low throw. I think you almost have to. Well, even with all of Walters' speed, I think a clean play there. I think he's got Corey.
I am guessing Corey is going to have a different opinion.
Corey probably will have a different opinion, but he can come up here and talk to Bruce. Bruce made the call.
It's in the book. It's done.
Here comes Nelson. Fouls one straight back.
Right back to us. Oh, there's no debating. It was an error. Players always have a little different view.
Players always have a little different view of it. Yep. Oh, Almost had Corey leaning the wrong way there, but he managed to dive back.
Yeah,
The
Corey
throw
doing
over.
his best Jackie Robinson, dangling the fingers. I can't quite tell if he's moving them because he has that glove on. But he's ready to roll.
That's up high a ball. Of course, Walters with excellent speed.
If Matson gives him the sign, away he goes. Is that Kruger over there
That's
coaching
Brendan
first?
over there, Brendan Kruger over there coaching first.
He's had a really good season as well.
And there he goes. Throw down to second.
That's a
and
great throw.
They got him.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Corey doesn't think so, but
we'll see the replay here for
we'll
those
get a look at the
watching.
replay and see if he got in underneath the tag.
I thought he did get him. It was a good short pop and an excellent hard throw right down low.
It was definitely the throw was there in time. It was a matter of if the the glove got down. It was a close play, but Walters is called out, so irrelevant. Caught stealing 2-6 on the play.
Hey,
and 2-2 now to Jack Nelson.
At this point, it doesn't matter.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3.
If he was safe or out. The umpire called him out.
The umpire
so
says
he's
out, so he's out.
They're always right. They don't change their minds
That
very
is true.
often. Oh, here we go.
Get another look at that. Got Nelson over the top of that. Something that had a little bit of hard sink to it.
We have proven that 2 outs doesn't mean a thing.
That's true. And here's Schaefer, 2 for 2 tonight so far. Takes one away, ball 1. And cutting a miss, strike 1, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I just heard a comment. Looks like it's going to rain.
Up in the
but
air
the
to
radar,
right field, and right fielder will get to it, and the Hawks go down. They reach on an error, but Walters is caught stealing. Only 3 men bat in the inning. We are through 4 complete. Hawks lead it 6-1.
Yep. I don't know if you can see it on the feed there, but it does look like it's going to rain. Bruce,
We have been anticipating some rain all night, but nothing on the radar. I don't think it was anything. We were supposed to get anything heavy based on what we're seeing, so we'll just kind of keep our fingers crossed here. And
according to AccuWeather today, I had a 90% chance of rain. It's not happening. What I think we're seeing is the poor people up in Canada with the wildfires. It's coming down to effect here. I was talking to some folks in Illinois and Ohio today. Their visibility was down to, half a mile. So these wildfires are creating havoc.
For sure. Absolutely, yeah. They say along the Great Lakes area, air quality warnings in Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, all along the Great Lakes. There's just here is kind of the least of it. I mean, like I say, kind of farther east, they can barely see. You see pictures of the skylines, and you could barely see the buildings. It's so hazy.
Yeah, I was in Philadelphia, New York, and you couldn't see the Brooklyn Bridge at night.
Yeah, it's been really bad out there as well. So rough summer in a lot of ways for guys that have for people that have asthma issues, breathing troubles. It's rough summer so far.
Yeah,
rough summer so far.
The people with asthma are taking a few more puffs of their inhalers on a regular basis, just doing normal work, whether it's working outside,
kind of like I walked outside the other day, and it smelled like somebody was having a campfire, honestly. So here comes Adam Marshall, the catcher. Grounded out back in the 3rd. First pitch is in the air to center. Walters ranging over. He's got it. 1 away.
It wasn't even a sprint.
No, just kind of a nice leisurely jog across.
It's a skill I never had. Being able to
track
run.
a ball like that.
Yeah, being able to run and track a ball, and it is just so fun to watch somebody that doesn't have to even try.
And you can kind of see like him. He's always had the speed, but he's improved so much year over year. And I think he'll even tell you that after this pitch, first pitch is inside for ball 1. That playing with a veteran like Nick Horsch he's just learned more from him, as much from him as he did from any coach he's ever had, about playing outfield. which is a guy that's done it for that many years, and that's on the outside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, and, you know.
So that's where the veterans really come in with this young group that was 3 years ago a bunch of kids, a bunch of 18, 19-year-old kids playing.
And it's interesting, right? Because we call Corey a young kid. He is a younger person, but he's a veteran.
He's a 5 or 6 year veteran of town ball now. Because when this team started over, Corey, Blake, Cole, they were some of the first guys to really come through and kind of start rebuilding this thing.
Yeah,
and you're seeing the fruits of that labor as those guys have grown into men. There is just a little squibber over the middle. Schaefer's got it. Throw across, and they retire Miners, who is charging hard down the line. 2 away.
Schaefer does his little sidearm flick. You made it look easy. Yeah, and you know, this young crowd that is here, these younger guys, they've done a nice job of recruiting.
Yeah, for sure.
They're bringing their buddies in that, hey, we have a spot for you.
Yep. And that's where a lot of these guys have come from. Noah came from meeting guys at college. Jack Nelson came from meeting Tom Ritt at college. That's where a few of our out-of-town guys have come from.
It's for Noah is here for. There's 4 of them from Mesabi Range. You know,
that's in there for a strike, 1-1. I think I saw a couple of the guys looking up in the sky. I wonder if we're getting a few sprinkles out there.
That's how you know you're doing something right.
Absolutely, yep. And just misses outside, 2-1. That's the one that's been close all night. That was probably just a little bit too far out.
I think Benny thought that should have been a strike based on previous
experience tonight, for sure. And that one, again, misses kind of same spot, 3-1.
So Ben's at 73 pitches now.
Trying to finish off this 4th inning. And that one's down low, ball 4. So Miners, the leadoff hitter for the Royals, as they just turn the lineup over, takes a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Nolan Jurgensen 1 for 2.
Well, you got your choice here. You got second or first.
Pinch runner 22 coming in. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Yep, we got some fans over there getting in the ear of the Hawks dugout.
Oh, way off first base. Kind of Ben was kind of going through his signs by the time they saw him, and he could stepped off. The runner was about 8 steps off of first base, and
yeah, that would have been an opportunity if he would have thrown that for Sandy to gun him down at first.
And that's low ball 1. You kind of have to make sure that you don't interrupt what you're doing and draw a balk there. I think that's kind of the danger when something like that happens, is to make sure to stay in your own head. And that's up high, ball 2, 2-1.
Right, especially for a guy that hasn't always been a pitcher.
Right.
That's a lot going on.
Right.
For him.
Yep, exactly. Just kind of making sure you stay in your rhythm and don't, get surprised to, doing something.
Oh, he's going.
There he goes again, and throw it down to second base is going to be low, and Miners will be in there with a stolen base. Pitch is wide, 3-1.
Little off target, the wrong side of the bag, but, he had a great jump.
He had a great jump there. It's
yeah, if that throws on target, he's still safe.
Yeah.
So. But it makes him think.
But it does, yep. And that's in there for a strike. Full count.
Another plane coming overhead.
Payoff pitch is swung and fouled off to the left.
I said
All over the fence. So we've had Matts and Sean had to come up a few times. So one time and grab some more balls because We don't have
we don't have a lot of youngsters chasing, unfortunately. Yeah.
And we're seeing some of the older middle-aged people not chasing after
And that is
50
down
cent
low,
ball.
ball 4. So Jurgensen is aboard.
Wait, I see it now.
All right, still no one warming up in the Hawks bullpen.
I got it. I have it. I have it.
So first and second now, 2 outs. That'll bring up Logan Mullaney,
It's gone.
who singled and came around to score the Royals' run last inning. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike.
Ben says, you guys just keep sitting down. I got this.
So 6-run inning in the second for the Hawks and 1 up in the
They
fourth.
got a
And they
back
got him.
pick. Oh,
Just he had him off the bag, and just I think took a little bit too long for Tessman to get over there. So Ben had to kind of hold the ball a little too long.
yeah, no, they had him dead to rights, but, that happens. Schaefer's charging it.
Schaefer and Tessman both over there playing a little cat and mouse with him. Just a flipped foul down the third base line. Benson over there to try to get to it, but way too low for anybody to try to make a play.
So this is
0-2.
when they have to realize this guy is being, I'd say, a little reckless on the base pass, and that they have an opportunity to get out of this inning.
Mm-hmm. And also you do keep the lineup from turning over one more spot when you do that. And that's up high, 1 and 2.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good, after his secondary, he's probably a third of the way to third base. He's off the bag 10 feet right now.
1-2 pitch on the outside corner, strike 3 called.
So Betty says, I'll do it myself.
Yep, don't worry about it, guys. I got this.
I'm not worried about this guy at second.
Second strikeout from Tegland. We are through 4.5, and it remains 6-1 Hawks. So we'll get another look at that pitch.
That's a nice job by Sandy.
Yeah, nice job
that.
framing that up. Might have been a little touch off the outside corner, but the ump's been given that all night, so you take it.
The key is to just rotate that glove a quarter turn. Do any more than that, these umpires are smart enough.
Yes. While we're between innings, what did the home plate umpire say to Noah down in Lake City? Did he let you in on that conversation on what was said?
Yeah, so the 2 things happened in that conversation. A foul tip went off and hit the umpire in the head.
Okay.
And the umpire told Hank that, hey, you're supposed to protect me from that. And Hank said, when I was younger, I would have done that. But now that I'm 20, and the umpire started laughing and said younger. And he goes, now that I'm 22, I'm sorry, I'm not going to get that. And then he said that the reason he called a strike a ball was because Hank shifted his feet out to the left side of the plate, which, in my opinion, where his feet are does not matter.
It shouldn't. Because we were watching from upstairs, and we thought it was unusual. The umpire called him back after he was about 3/4 of the way to the dugout. That's what we didn't quite understand about what was going on.
So apparently the umpire had a hard time with his feet position when he received the ball, which he has that whole box to do whatever he wants with.
Which I will say, that's a new one.
Yeah,
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before.
It doesn't.
So here comes Blake Warner. He's laughing at something. I'm not sure exactly what.
Maybe you heard the story about Hank being an old guy at 22.
And down low for ball. Well, Warner should be smiling so far tonight. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a triple. Run scored and an RBI. And that one is up in the air to.
It's a mile
popped
high.
Up, yeah, mile high. Second baseman will drift back short to the out, just a couple steps in the outfield and put it away for out number 1.
Yeah. So no, that's what happened down there. It was one I've never heard before. So. But, Hank's a quiet guy, so he just smiled, said thank you, and
and as the catcher, that first pitch is over to third base, backs off, strong throw.
That had some heat on it.
Yep. He actually, he backed off of that one and just knew he had enough arm to get Tessman. So 2 quick outs, Warner and Tessman retired, and that'll bring up Mitch Iliff.
I mean, if we, I don't know if we get a replay, but that was a laser. That was a rope. Oh, we got someone.
No, we got
warming up
somebody
in the
we got somebody getting loose. That is Connor Stoffel getting loose in the Hawks bullpen. That first pitch to Iliff is into left field. And that's it for the Hawks. About 4 or 5 pitches that inning, and the Hawks go down in order, 1, 2, 3. So good job from the bullpen for Rochester Rudquist, keeping this game from getting any farther out of hand for him. We're through 5 complete, 6-1 Hawks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's given up a hit.
I don't believe he has. Nope, it was 8 on the first guy had all 8. So let's see if he's, since coming in.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
It's getting a little dark in this booth now.
He has retired. Oh, he did. Runner did reach on the air, but he's retired. Nobody else has gotten on base. 9 or 10 men. So done a nice job of holding the Hawks down and keeping this lead at 5.
Yeah. So we have the pass the hat going around for the people at the gate here. You know, it's this very reasonable event if you want to come out and experience it live. I'm sure the broadcast is thrilling, but it is great live. A lot of fun things to do out here and just great people.
A lot of fun at the park, and like you say, a night like tonight, if the Wednesday night in particular, is not a ton of kids out here, so not a lot of youngsters that chase foul balls for 50 cents a crack. I've seen some kids walk away with a $10 bill in their pocket when there's not that many guys out here to compete with them.
That 50 cents is great for the little guys and gals, but it saves the club a lot of money as well.
Yep, and then we try to keep things pretty affordable at this concession stand. Bring your family of 4 out here, and you can eat cheaper than going to Applebee's, that's for sure.
Yeah.
First pitch is away to Sperry, ball 1. Yeah, it's probably maybe cheaper than McDonald's, absolutely.
You can get some Duff's Meats 2 beef jerky.
Yes, sir, and ball 2 up high to Sperry.
I haven't had anything I haven't enjoyed out here.
Well, we're happy to hear it. Try to high-quality treats in the concession stand. Some dilly bars out there for Dairy Queen fans, and that one's in there for a strike, 2-1.
All right, so Teglin's picked up his pace a little bit, and I think that's helping him right now.
That one is up in the air to left center field, and that is going to be down for extra bases.
I am done commenting about Teglin and
Jeske gets it back into the infield, and Sperry will be on with a leadoff double.
Yeah, if he listens to the broadcast, he's going to ask me to keep my mouth shut. So
I know you always get paranoid about,
Yeah, I'm done. We'll talk about other things.
We'll talk about something else. Here comes Block, 0 for 1 with the walk. That's up high, ball 1. And that is through for a base hit to right field. Holding up at third will be Sperry as the throw in is cut off by Iliff.
Yeah.
So first 2 runners aboard in the 6th.
You know, Ben hustled back behind the plate to back up in case there was a play at home. It's those little things that can make a big difference when you're in a tight game.
First pitch to Pearson is up high, ball 1. 1-0. 6-1 lead for the Hawks, top of the 6th, but Royals have something going here as that first pitch is up in the air to left field. Jeski's got it. He will throw back into second. The run will come in to score, and it's 6-2.
Yep. I was hit far enough where you almost have to concede the play to third and go to second to stop him from
keep
advancing.
That double play in order.
Yep.
No chance to get the runner there, or
everyone wants to think they can gun the guy out, but at some time you do have to.
But sometimes the 5-run lead, it's better to play smart baseball and just
keep it organized.
Keep it organized. Yep. First pitch is in there for a strike to Sam Warren, 0 for 2. And that breaking ball stays up high, 1-1.
So they're getting a little aggressive at first. I've noticed that seems to be a trend of these guys from Rochester.
I think they may have seen something. They're trying to time up Ben, and that is up in the air to right center field. Actually, Walters takes about 2 steps and puts it away for out number 1.
Yeah. Again, I'm impressed.
Or out number 2, excuse me, 2 down.
With a little bit of the cloud cover we have, I mean, I'm having a hard time
picking it up. Just that little haze. It's hard to. And you can kind of see it off the bat, but like you say about being amazed at how well these guys can track balls. I'm sitting back here and have the rear view of it, and I still can't keep track it off the bat.
And we have a great view right here behind the home plate.
So first pitch to Marshall is outside for ball 1. Marshall is 0 for 2 so far.
So Ben's at 97 pitches.
And that's away, ball 2. See if this is his last inning of work. That may very well be the case.
He's going to want to go out again, right?
I'm sure he will.
This is where the manager gets to pull rank and say, no, your night is done.
That one is up in the air. And Corey again takes about 2 steps over to his right this time and puts that away for out number 3. So Walters gets the last 2 outs with barely having to move, and the Royals are done in the 6th. They do get a run back through 5 1/2, 6-2 Hawks.
Yeah, there's a dog. Right by me.
So get a look at the Hawks dugout there.
And
heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. We will have due up for the Hawks. Benson, Sandquist, and Jeske, 7, 8, 9 due up.
So I see McKenna was out collecting the gate for us. She did a much better job than I did. I had to wear an apron, and she has it all in one hand, organized.
So heading to the bottom of the 6th, this will be the 3rd full inning for the Rochester relief pitcher Rudquist, who's been, as we said, very effective so far and holding the Hawks down after they exploded for that big 6-run second.
We got Kruger going out to 3rd, so I've noticed they like to do that. If they've had a couple goose eggs on the board, they send other people out to
try to get things moving around, change their luck.
Because you haven't heard that baseball players are a little superstitious.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
The routines and that they just like to go through, and got a time to mix it up. So Benson's coming up, right? And let's see if he can start us off.
Yep, Benson grounded out a couple of weak ground outs so far. I'm sure he's looking to redeem himself and get a good swing on something. First pitch is back to the backstop.
Just a little outside.
Just a bit outside, as
Bob Euchre would say. Bruce right on point. Gets that out for the fans here.
One and oh to Cole is down low in the dirt, ball 2. Yeah, not too many pitches either for this
no,
guy. He's had some quick innings. I think now he's up to 3-0. I think last inning he may have thrown 5 or 6 pitches. Yeah. Benson's got him ahead 3-0, and see if he takes one here, and he absolutely will as that sails outside, and the Hawks have the leadoff runner aboard.
The official stats person just told me he had 4 pitches last inning.
4 pitches last inning.
That's almost a perfect inning.
Yes, so that's what you... And he did throw 4 pitches there, and runners aboard. It looks...
And good news is Sandy did not undo another button.
He did not, or he would almost have his... we'd almost be able to see his belly button if he did. So, some activity is going on out in the Royals bullpen. And takes that one for a strike, 1-1.
I see a couple Hawks players frequenting the concession stand.
That's a way.
These get to be late nights for the guys. You know,
It does.
all of them work.
Especially on a Wednesday. Yeah, a lot of these guys work, and a lot of them work early. And a lot of them have a long drive home and then work early.
Yeah.
That's down low, 3-1, so...
So that I know one of them happens to be someone that I rode with.
Ah, yes.
That'll hopefully stop our Taco Bell run.
3-1. And that one's on the inside corner, strike 2.
I don't know how somebody can eat 4 or 5 burritos and go to bed.
4 or 5 burritos. Wow. Only the young, right? And there's a high chopper down to third base. He'll have to hurry.
Sandy has some good wheels. They got him.
Nice throw across. Once again, good arm over at third base there. Benson does advance to second on the play. That was a high chopper. He really had to make a strong throw. Take that short hop and...
I think if Sandy didn't have all the buttons open, the
wind
was dragging a little bit.
With the uniform flapping?
Yeah. He would have been there. No, we're just giving him. We're just poking at him, guys. We all love Sandy.
We all do. Sandy is a character, that's for sure. So here comes Jeske. Already has an RBI single and a flyout, and a well-hit flyout that a double taken away from him by the center fielder.
Yeah,
Ahead, strike 1.
That's one thing. These guys are committed. They work in the off season too.
They did, especially the guys that were not on a college ball team. You would expect those guys to come in warm and ready to hit, but these guys that are in their late 20s, early 30s, they were hitting the cages once a week. They were doing bullpens once a week. They were keeping themselves, after obviously taking some rest time in the very beginning of winter. They were putting the work in. They were really excited about this season. Last 2 years, had a chance to win and go to state, and I think everybody's been disappointed they haven't been able to get that done yet, and that's really the goal, to try to take that next step this year.
Yeah. No, that's fun. And those guys that come right from college, a lot of times they get here and they're tired.
Yeah.
Because they've been going 6-7 days a week.
Yep.
But then this is a good atmosphere.
That one and that is going to be down for a base hit. Benson is rounding third. He's going to be in to score. Ball comes into the cutoff man. And Jeske once again with a single and an RBI. His continuing to hit well. Getting that chance out and left. And like I say, with Jordy Horscher, we might see a little bit more of him in the outfield.
Yep. Benson didn't.
He
was able to just cruise right in.
Pretty good read by Benson. I think he saw pretty early on that one was going down.
So we're back to the top of the lineup here.
So here's Walters, double and a run scored, an RBI in that big second inning. There's a big swing. There's a big cut, strike 1. So after the Royals cut it to 4 in the top of the inning, Hawks get one back. That's always demoralizing for a team trying to climb out of a hole when you get one and they take it right back from you. And Walters offers at the bunt.
See, that's
strike 1.
That's what I was waiting to see. He's done that a lot.
Yep, he has, and that pitch, I think, kind of fell off the table for him.
Yeah. So we're going to expect him to be swinging now.
Oh, 0-2, yep, absolutely.
Oh, we're hearing some fireworks.
Getting close to the fourth. We're going to start hearing those at night. And good block by the catcher down low.
Good communication from Corey, too. You know, making sure Jordan knew that, hey, that didn't get away from him.
Yeah, it's just the little things that, you know, a lot of somebody, you know, may not notice that doesn't, you know, hasn't been down there on the field and played the game and really interacted up close to it, you know, picking up all those little things.
He has the best seat in the house there to see if that ball got away. A lot of time the catcher doesn't know where it is.
1-2. And that one is just a little squibber past the first baseman, and everybody is going to be safe.
Corey beat the pitcher there in a foot race.
So Walters with an infield single, and the Hawks are in business in the sixth.
Yeah, first baseman, you know, had to come out, try to make a diving play, and it was a foot race between Corey and the pitcher. And
I think the pitcher kind of might have fallen off the wrong way on that, kind of fallen off to the third base side of the bag. So he had a long run, and Walters with his speed anyway. You got to
9 times out of 10, Corey's going to win that race.
That's a high chopper over the first baseman and into right field. Rounding third is Jeske. He's going to score. Walters over to third, and it is 8-2.
There you go. So we're finally cracking this guy's code.
So Nelson with an RBI single. Just a high chopper. First baseman leapt for it, but had no chance. Here's Schaefer, 2 for 3. And that's away, ball 1. And high. 2-0.
So at 52 pitches, you know, the command seems to be...
It seems to have started slipping this inning. You could see that with the first 4 pitch walk to Benson, and it kind of hasn't been quite as sharp. Quick throw over, and Nelson gets back.
You know, and our guy, Ben, has 99 up on the board.
2-0. See if
yeah, I think he's
good speed on the bases, maybe a hit and run or something here. Obviously, Schaefer. Runner goes. Throw down to second. He's just going to eat it to make sure that Walters does not come home on the play. They might have had the delayed steal of home in mind, and
yeah, he just conceded that one.
Yep, catcher decides to just eat the ball. But double play is now out of order.
So that's 21 pitches this inning with 1 out.
Schaefer now with 2 men in scoring position. Takes one in the inside corner, 3-1.
You got to be taken there, even though you know that's going to be a strike.
He is a free swinger, but yeah, with the way this guy's been struggling, you got to make him throw you. You got to make him throw you something across the plate.
Absolutely.
And right on that same spot again, 3-2.
All right. I know Jackson. He'll be ready. Gives him that again. He's going to pull that thing over the third baseman's head.
Payoff pitch. And gets had it timed up pretty well, fouled it straight back to the fence.
I saw a lightning flash in the crowd.
3-2. 1 out, second and third. Hawks lead at 8-2, and that is popped foul, and that's going to get out of play.
Yep, that one landed right behind the press box here.
I mean, if you look over to the cloud that's got its top, you look out to like the other side of this cloud to cloud.
And that's outside, ball 4. So Schaefer draws a walk, and that'll load him up for Blake Warner.
Yeah, so we have a lot of speed on the base pass here.
Oh, absolutely. Blake wraps something to the gap. That could clear him for sure. And that's up high, ball 1.
It's starting to get pretty dark on us right here.
you can't smell rain on the wind.
And fouled back, strike one. Like Blake asking the ump if that was going to be a strike or not.
I think Mr. Ump says yes.
And that's up high, ball two. Warner 2 for 3, a single in the first, tripled in a run and came around to score in that big 6-run second. Now looking to really open things up. And big cut, strike two.
Haven't seen any activity in the Rochester bullpen.
There was somebody up there a little bit ago, so they may have somebody ready if they need them.
All right.
When it may be somebody that's in the field now because it's while they were batting they had somebody warming up. So it may be somebody in the field that would come in next as Warner fouls that one back 2-2.
Yeah.
I don't think air quality has been good since Canada.
And that's inside, 3-2. Good take for Warner there, especially with the strike zone being a little bit wide.
Yeah, but Blake knew all the way. Yeah, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, he's seeing the ball, obviously.
Payoff pitch. And just gets a piece of that to stay alive.
Yeah.
Roll right down the path, right towards the Rochester dugout.
You know, just
Wow, astronomer will over here. He's gonna let this scientist.
Corey Walters on third, Jack Nelson on second, Jackson Schaefer on first. 2 runs already in this inning, 1 away. And that's away, ball 4.
He's officially doubled his pitch count this inning.
all right.
So Walters will walk in to score, and Blake will get his second RBI of the game.
By our statistician, Bruce, I've just been told that he has officially doubled his pitch count in this inning.
So 9-2 now. Here comes Tessie. And that's inside for a ball.
By the reaction of that inside pitch, he wants something to hit and drive in 2 runs.
And that one misses, 2-0. To Tessman. And that's on the corner for a strike, 2-1. That's away. Good job by the catcher getting out there to save a run, 3-1. So, yeah, as Bruce pointed out, after cruising through those first 2 1/3 innings, Rudquist has really struggled here. He's only gotten 1 out so far in the inning and more than doubled his pitch count, over 30 pitches. And there's another walk, and another run will come in to score. Make it 10-2.
Yeah, you don't see that happen very often, and it's.
Yeah, he'd had pretty good control. He'd retired. He'd had 3 straight 1-2-3. Well, essentially 1-2-3 innings if you count the double play in there, and the manager will come out to get the ball from him.
Yeah, it's, you know.
So that'll do it for Rudquist, and we will get a new pitcher, number 21.
You know, you do kind of feel for a guy that
You
was
do,
cruising along
exactly.
like
Kind
that
of got
and-
hung out. Probably not a guy that pitches in long relief that often, and got hung out to dry a little bit there by his starter having a short outing. But hey,
yeah, but I think,
you know, that's the name of the game. Sometimes things don't go your way in baseball.
Yeah.
So, new pitcher, we'll get that name for you in a second. And this 21, and this will be Mitch Iliff will be the 9th guy to bat once again for the Hawks this inning. 6 big runs in the second and 4 here in the 6th to open up a 10-2 lead. So, it's again another really nice game for the Hawks here against this is a very good Rochester team. Now, like I say, it's a long road trip for them on a Wednesday, so they're probably not traveling with their full contingent, but still, this is a good ball club. This is nothing to, nothing to sneeze at. We'll get the 3 2/3 innings for Rudquist, 33 balls, 40 strikes, which I think that 73 total pitches. I think that total got a little bit more out of whack that inning because I thought he had pretty good control coming into that. 4 runs so far, 3 strikeouts and 4 walks, but the bases are still loaded and there's only 1 out, so he could potentially be on the hook for 3 more.
He does have the responsibility for those guys.
So Alex Miller coming in.
This is when Alex Miller is his best friend right now.
Absolutely. Yep. Keep that.
Hey, buddy, help me out here.
Yeah, help me out. Clean up that box score. I know it was looking pretty good coming into this inning, and
I left you.
We left you a fun little mess to try to get out of here.
So just no worries. Get to work.
And here's the youngster Isla with a chance to put a big dent in this game. First pitch is fouled off to the left.
Good cut.
All right, I'll wait till the next break.
Mitch walked, struck out, and flew out in 3 trips. Just kind of still getting acclimated to town ball.
So what I hear there is he's due.
He's due.
Same exact position of the last ball, right over the left field fence.
Couple of pretty good cuts, just one off to the left and one off to the right. See if you can straighten one out.
There's a pretty big gap in right center. They are shading him.
And that one is down low, 1 and 2.
I can cover the guy coming home.
Schaefer on third, Warner on second, Tessman on first. And fouls that straight back. Once again, had it timed up pretty well.
That hit one of the posts, so it came right back. It wasn't the chain link, it was the vertical post. That's one of the things about Vets Park is we have a really nice backstop.
And away, 2 and 2.
And I know catchers appreciate that you don't have to run half a mile to get the ball.
Oh, that gets inside and back to the backstop, and everybody is going to move up a base. So Schaefer will score on the wild pitch. Okay. Bruce is saying pass ball. That's fine with me. I thought that was kind of. I think what happened is they crossed each other up. Let's take another. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, usually what happens in that situation is like the pitcher and the catcher were not on the same pitch call.
So 3 and 2 now, and that'll be down low, and Iliff will take first. So Hawks will have now officially batted around for the second time tonight.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get another look at that.
Yeah, that's a pass ball.
That's a pass ball. I think they just, like you say, I think he was expecting something else there.
Yeah.
So here's Benson.
He's expecting a curveball, and he
walked to start this inning.
Got a fastball.
And there's a fastball for strike 1.
That's the hardest pitch for them. When they get crossed up on the curve versus fastball, that's the hardest pitch to adjust to.
And that one is rolled to second base, over to second for 1, and double play. So Benson, 4-6-3, wraps into his second double play of the night. Tough night at the plate for him. But the Hawks do put up 5 more in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're through 6, 11-2 Hawks, and we'll get a quick commercial break for you guys. So we'll be right back.
but it doesn't bother me because I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilski, Chief of Police in Hastings, Minnesota. Fentanyl and other opioids are here in Hastings. Our police officers, EMTs, and firefighters respond to dozens of overdoses and poisonings every year. To date, for 2022, Hastings Police Department officers have responded to 45 reported overdoses in our community, and you can help. Call 911 if a friend or loved one is overdosing. Minnesota's Good Samaritan Law, also known as Steve's Law, provides limited protection to people who call 911 and or administer naloxone in response to a suspected or known drug overdose. You can report drug problems anonymously as well. Use our TIP 411 system to make a confidential report. Text the word Hastings and your tip to 847-411.
Hey, back at you from Hastings Veterans Park. Connor Stoffel will be the new pitcher on the mound. Good start for Benny Tegelin, quality start. 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits. So nice job by him. And Connor Stoffel, the lefty, will come in to pitch. First pitch is away, ball 1. Next one's in there for a strike.
One more to win. I really hope this doesn't happen like last time.
That one is popped foul, strike 2. Stoffel had some early action, 9 innings pitched, 16 hits, 11 runs, 8 earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Hasn't pitched for a while, got some innings early on before a lot of the college guys were back.
I could if you wanted to. I could try.
And misses inside, 3-2. Looked like a pretty good pitch. And reaches out and taps one to second. Oh, takes a bad hop and takes a kind of a bad hop on Schaefer there, and Miners will reach.
Now I'm at 4.
High hop at the edge of the infield. So here's Miners, the turn over the lineup to the leadoff hitter. First pitch is away, ball 1. And pop foul, 1-1.
My life flashes before my eyes every single time I see baseball players' heads turn up.
That last play has been rung up as an error to Schaefer over at second. Inside pitch, 2-1. Up high, 3-1. And that is up in the air to short left field. Might be trouble, and it is. It's going to drop in front of Jeske for a Texas League single. Just nobody could get to the ball. It was sky high. And the Royals have the first 2 base runners aboard. So here comes Jorgensen with a couple men aboard. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Hawks leading 11-2. And that's in for a strike. Big lead like this. You want to just come on and throw strikes and get you guys some outs. Stoffel, for the first 2 guys, gave him a chance to get an out. Induced a grounder and a pop-up, but oh, that's a good-looking curveball on the corner there. Strike 2. But bad hop on the grounder and just that pop fly put just in the right place, and the Royals have the leadoff 2 runners on. And that one is fouled off to the right.
Oh my goodness, that's right over my head.
Once again.
Ooh, that made it really close to me.
Oh, we got Lori Freeman saying the Skip needs to trim his mustache. So we'll talk to Sean about that. Mom says he needs to trim the stash. We'll see what he says about that. And that one is fouled off to the left. Still strike 2. There he is. There we can get a look at it.
There he is.
Ma said, well, Ma will give you a call after the game, Sean, and maybe have a little chat with you about that.
I wish you could zoom up really close.
0-2 is down low, gets away from Sandquist just enough for the 2 runners to get up. Aggressive base running there. Didn't get away by much, but both runners on their quick runners on their horses. Advance. And down low, 2-2. Up high, 3-2. And that's down low, and they're loaded up. So bases loaded now, middle of the lineup coming up for Rochester.
Yep. No outs. So we had a force at any play.
Force at any plate, yep.
Any plate, yeah.
Got a big lead here. It's got to calm down and start working 1 man at a time. There's a good start with a strike. Yeah, Stoffel gave the guys a chance to get a couple outs. Like I say, bad hop to Schaefer at second, and then just a little Texas League single right between the shortstop and left fielder, and then a walk. There's a big swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Yeah, he was outside, came inside, and got him.
Stoffel also, for those of you who don't know, a heck of a hockey player, playing some junior hockey in the winter still. And that one just misses outside, 1-2.
Yeah.
And that one is
fouled.
Foul. Yep.
We have 18 guys here, by the way.
1-2 is fouled off to the left. And once again, roller up the middle to second, over to short for 1, and not in time to get the double play. 1 run will come in to score. Runner Jurgensen is retired at second, 4-6. And Mulaney will reach on a fielder's choice and get an RBI.
Yeah.
And it's 11-3.
So this is nice for Sean. He has twice the number of players you need to field the team here tonight.
So you can really play around 18 guys in the dugout, so really you got some room to play around, absolutely.
So he has options that not all.
And there is a little roller out to shortstop.
We roll it.
Fed to second for 1, and Can't
Not in time.
can't turn it quite again. Can't quite turn it again. But they do get the second out. Another run will come in to score, and it will be 11-4.
Yep. We do have some activity in the Hawks bullpen.
But they do get those 2 runs do come in, but they get 2 all-important outs. Here's a strike in the outside corner. Rochester still has a 7-run hole and only 7 outs left, so trading out for a run here, you're doing pretty good.
I see no one on second.
And that one just misses inside, 1-1. Good breaking ball, strike 2 on the outside corner.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a peek of who might be
And that's
warming up.
popped foul for a strike.
We're in this together, Hunter. Thank you.
1-2 is inside and low, ball 2, 2-2. That's Dennis Reinhardt out there getting loose in the bullpen. And up high, 2-2, or 3-2, excuse me.
I like the idea there. That was a nice pitch.
So runner at first will get a jump. And that is up in the air to center. Walters looks like he's tracking, and he is. Puts it away for out number 2. So Rochester picks up a couple of runs. I believe both are going to end up being unearned in the inning, but put 2 more up. We are at stretch time. Hawks lead at 11-4.
Yep, as we play the...
So you see Corey running back into the dugout, getting fist from Kruger. Jason Greeter in the dugout there. Like you'd say, you can see a lot of guys in the dugout tonight.
Yeah, and they're all ready to go.
They're all ready to go. They're all having a good time down there. I think having a 7-run lead at the stretch against the defending state champs is going to put guys in a good mood for sure.
Absolutely. I'm thinking of doing my best Harry Carey here, but I'm going to refrain.
This is the Harry Carey version.
Not the one I'm used to.
No, this is the karaoke version for
Oh.
Harry Carey stuff. So that's
Yeah.
he has background singers in it if you listen really well.
So this will be Miller getting ready for his first full inning of work.
Yeah, he did a nice job of getting out of that inning.
He did do a pretty nice job getting out of that. Induced that double play after he walked the first batter he faced to give up a run, I believe, but then induced the double play after that. Or no, actually didn't give up a run, just walked to load him back up is what happened, I believe.
Leading off for the Hawks is Jake Sandquist.
So here's Sandy leading things off, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. Came around to score in that big second. Takes one inside for a ball. Inside, 2-0.
Yeah. This pitcher looks at his fingers like, hey, what happened there? Yeah, he didn't like that ball. He tossed it back.
We'll throw him out a fresh one. I think he's looking at that one now and has something to say about it. I think I see a little smile, a little grin on his face, though. 2-0 to Sandquist, takes a strike. And missed low, perhaps? 3-1.
I had, from here, it looked right down the middle.
Looked like a strike, yep. And that's inside, ball 4. So Sandquist with the leadoff walk to start the Hawks half of the 7th. That'll bring up Jeske, who's had a nice night at the plate. Couple hits, couple runs scored, RBI.
Rubbing his hands in the dirt there. He's up, he's ready, he's send me my pitch.
And that's on the corner for a strike. And up and away, 1-1.
Oh, we got a little hooligan trying to get into the shed.
And that's up high, 2-1.
Probably getting, I bet you he carries out the little white jugs and goes to fill them up.
Yeah.
Put money on it. He's getting 2 little white jugs.
Big cut, 2-2.
So it's fun. When I say that in a nice way. It's another young person that's willing to help out and do what he has to do to help make this the event that it is.
Yep, somebody that's definitely got baseball in his blood, that's for sure.
I don't think he has a choice.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
I don't think he has a choice, Johnny.
Yeah, that's true.
He's embracing it.
That is true.
Huh?
Here we get another look at the pitch. Just put it right past him. Jeske's kind of frustrated with himself there, but it's had a pretty nice night at the plate. Here comes Walters, also a pretty nice night. Single, double, couple of runs scored, RBI. Takes that one on the corner, strike 1. And there's a strike, strike 2.
All right, now it's time to be a hitter, Corey.
Miller seems to have a little bit more life in his fastball than the previous pitchers for Rochester tonight, so a little bit of an adjustment for the guys. And strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And Miller struck out the last 2 batters after the leadoff walk.
Yeah. There is not a, like he's decided he's coming after him with his fastball.
Yep, here it is. Come and get it, boys. Yep. Nelson also a nice night. 2 for 4, a couple of singles, 3 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Filling up those stat sheets. And that one is hit towards the gap, and that's going to be down for extra bases. Sandquist is cruising around third. He's being waved home. Nelson is on his heels, and he will check in at third with a stand-up triple.
So that just shows you the speed of Nelson. He was coming to third base as Sandy was rounding it.
Yes. Yep.
But hey, he was fast enough to get home without a throw.
Absolutely, on the triple. That's what you want. I mean, if you got a catcher that's fast enough to do that, I think he'll take it, right?
You'll take it any day of the week.
Here comes Schaefer, also a nice night. I mean, nice nights up and down the lineup for the Hawks, really. There you can kind of get a good look at that. Just laced that one to the gap. Inside, ball 1.
I'm going to have to print you out a stat sheet so you can decide who to give the bat to.
No, you're not wrong. What's in the way? We're talking.
And that's just a little nubber past the. Oh, pitcher actually did get that ball and takes it to first base himself to retire the side. I kind of lost track of what was happening there, but he did scoop that up, take it himself. 1 unassisted on the play, and the Hawks are done. Here we can get another look at it. Yep, there you can see he got it and just decides not to take any chances, and just he was heading towards the dugout anyway.
Remember, pitchers are the best athletes.
There you go. So Hawks get 1 back in the bottom of the 7th, 12-4.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on, everybody. We're going to take another quick station break for HCTV. We'll be right back with conclusion of the game.
By supporting HCTV, you are supporting weekly live high school sports coverage, community events, original shows like Take a Hike Mike, Man on the Street, Aprons Optional, and Around the Mic. You are also contributing to coverage for school events, graduation, prom, school board meetings, and the student-run broadcast journalism course, The Echo.
HCTV is your one-stop shop for all things local government. This coverage includes city council and other local government meetings, forums, PSAs, local news packages, and so much more.
HCTV also provides virtual alternatives to in-person viewing for notable events around Hastings. We make all of our content viewable to everyone by putting it on TV, YouTube, Facebook, and our website for on-demand viewing.
With more and more people cutting cable each year, a major source of our funding is continuing to decline. Your support is vital to keeping our small nonprofit sustainable. If you would like to give a donation, you can go to hastingstv.org/donate. To learn about our sponsorship program, where your business will be recognized in our programming, check out hastingstv.org/sponsors.
Ooh,
nice.
Back at you for the top of the 8th inning. You just saw Mitch Iliff making a nice play over there.
Ended up on his back. I mean, that's the sacrifice there for an out.
Yep, got a foul pop over there towards first base in the second pitch of the inning. Iliff overran it a little bit, but nice adjustment to kind of be able to come back and get it. Here's the replay of it. You kind of see him reaching back and bringing that one in.
And he says that didn't even hurt.
First pitch to Warren is inside a ball. And another ball.
I have to say, I really do enjoy our new scoreboard last year. It's holding up well over the winter.
Scoreboard's a dandy. You can read the team names now. You can read all the innings. We love it. Another thing we're able to do, thanks to everybody's support that comes out here and buys concessions and buys our merch and buys everything else.
It takes a village to keep this thing going.
Absolutely. 2-1. And that is to the left
Oh,
side.
just
a diving
the
Schaefer.
stretching Schaefer.
Schaefer reached out as far as he could. If he was about an inch taller, I think he would have come up with that.
Yeah.
Here's Marshall, the catcher.
It's fun to see him out there just working and having fun.
Yep. You could see him kind of slap the turf there. He thought he had that one. Good effort.
I don't think there's a ball that he doesn't think he's going to get.
And there is just a little chopper back to Stoffel. He'll just throw over and take the out at first base.
He looked a second.
He did look at second. Decided.
His baseball IQ said,
We're up 8. Let's get that out.
I'm taking one.
Yep.
Because you probably aren't going to make that churn. So it's the right call.
So here's Miners. Strike on the outside corner. And fouled back, strike 2.
Yeah, one of the things I look for, Johnny, are the catcher and pitchers on the same wavelength? And I've seen very little shaken off this game, which is very typical of the Hawks and catchers.
I think we've gotten to the point now where both of these guys, I think this is Sandquist's 3rd summer. I think it's Hank's, 4th?
Yeah, 4th summer.
So these guys are getting used to each other. I think Jeske said the last time he pitched in Red Wing, that game they lost down there, the only time he shook Hank was like a called shake. It was a couple of called shakes. He did not shake him off at all on anything that...
Yeah. And that was new to me, that they have designed called shakes.
Shake-offs just to kind of
Yeah.
kind of make sure keep the batters off balance a little bit. I thought that was interesting as well. I wouldn't have known that either.
You know, he's been telling me about that for 3 years. Oh, we got a guy going to third.
Guy going for third, and it's chopped foul.
And he would have been safe if that would have just hit Sandy's glove.
Yeah, good jump there.
Hit by one earlier, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, Benson didn't. They were a little quiet, so Benson didn't even make an attempt to get to third.
And 2-2 reaches out and chops one at Tessman. Tough play and a short hop, and the throw will not be in time. So that's going to be an infield single for Miners. Very quick, very fast runner down the line. And high chopper, short hop to Tessman, and he just had no chance at that. No chance.
2 outs, it seems Rochester must have picked up on something to be that aggressive on the bases down this many runs.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Otherwise, really, why would you really even bother to run at that point, you know?
No, we're getting some rain.
We're getting some rain. Starting to hear some rain. Ball 1 to the leadoff hitter, Miners.
So I'm hearing our producer say, cover up our equipment, and we're going to keep on plugging on. But those are some expensive
Throw over to
cameras.
first. Close play, but runner gets back. We are seeing some umbrellas come up and some.
Yeah, it's getting really hard.
Gonna hear some rain coming. We're hoping it blows through here quickly. Would you like to finish this thing 2-0?
Okay, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna get the batter.
Another quick throw over to first, runner back.
I like this, but we got to pay attention to the guy at third.
Yeah, because he took a long jump off of there after the throw over. I think they noticed Rochester was getting a little bit aggressive. We weren't paying enough attention to guys. So and that one is past Tessman and into left field for a solid single. Jeske kind of fumbles the ball out there. A throw will come into second, and everybody will be safe. So Warren comes in to score. And RBI single for Tate Miners there.
Yeah. That was a good hit. Not much Tressman could have done for that.
Probably a double, I suppose, a double actually we'll call that as.
All right, so the skies are opening up here in Hastings.
Starting to come down a little bit. Ball 1.
I locked up and I gotta get my
People moving towards shelter a little bit. And up high, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Two and 1 to Jurgensen, second and third. 2 out here in the top of the 8th inning. And swing and a miss, strike 2. And that'll get away from Sandquist, and another run will come home to score. Wild pitch. I think, once again, that's a case of Sandquist and Stoff getting crossed up, and it's 12-6. And inside, ball 4.
He's tapping himself on the chest, saying, "Yeah, that's on
first
me."
and third now, 2 outs. Hawks looking for the 3rd out of this 8th inning.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they send the guy at first, as aggressive as they have been.
Outside, ball 1 to Logan Mullaney. Ball 2.
There he goes.
And
No throw.
No throw, 3-0.
Okay. I'm shooting. Hand.
Handball 4. So bases are loaded.
I think we got Denny throwing again.
We got Denny throwing again in the bullpen. Going to see if Stoffel could finish this, but after getting the... Oh, not Denny. We got somebody else throwing in the bullpen.
Live, please,
okay.
Because that I can't.
So maybe it wasn't Denny throwing in the bullpen.
And here comes Sean. And he'll get Stoffel. That'll end his night. 2 more runs in so far. Just Hawks still have a 6-run lead. They're just trying not to need only to get 4 outs, but trying not to let things get too interesting here.
Right. Sean with his mustache reminds me a lot of Ted Lasso right now.
And there'll be Denny Reinhardt coming in.
As Jake is putting the helmet back on, getting ready to strap on that face mask. That nice little meeting at the mound there.
So Dennis coming in with the bases loaded, and he'll try to get the last out of the 8th inning.
So 58 pitchers for the Hawks there.
Dennis 8 2/3 innings, 4 games, all in relief, giving up 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2.08 ERA, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. So he's been pretty effective so far. It is still not a save situation because the tying run would have to be on deck, and the tying run is in the hole right now.
Denny is another one of the veterans.
Another vet, yep.
That has
nice.
Done a lot of nice things for
been one of their more reliable arms out of the bullpen for the last few years.
Now it's all my goodness.
Batting number 27, Joe Sperry.
So here's Joe Sperry with the bases loaded. And first pitch is foul down the third baseline, strike one.
Runner on third had to duck, stay out of the way of that one. We got Nick Horsch running down to try and get that.
Big breaking ball, doesn't quite break far enough down, ball 1.
Yeah, so the rain is
feels
let
like
up.
the rain is let up. And there's a breaking ball, catches the corner, strike 2. And holds up on that one, another curveball outside, 2-2.
Thought that one was maybe going to get him.
Yeah, he
thought.
That bat flashed off the shoulder for a little bit, but managed to hold up just in the nick of time. Just a little nubber, but that's going to be foul into Sandy's glove.
Yeah, that's the mentality of the hitter, right? It's yes, yes, yes.
No.
And then no. But you can find the hitters, they want to be swinging.
Absolutely. And swing, foul tip, strike 3. So Dennis comes in relief and leaves them loaded. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Hawks leading at 12-6. Royals do put 2 more up on the board, but Hawks still have a cozy lead heading into the last inning. They still have their at-bat to go. He may have gotten a piece of that. I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, our producer just pointed out something that I can't believe I missed. Jake Sandquist is not wearing the blue gear anymore.
Jake Sandquist has got moved on from the blue gear. He's got some new black gear. Yep, good catch by Hunter.
It's been fun listening to Hunter conduct this orchestra.
Yeah, it's a blast. He really is. Hunter's no lightweight. He's done a lot of stuff for the St. Paul Saints, and absolutely, he's. We're lucky to have him while we can because he's somebody that's maybe moving on to bigger and better things sooner rather than later.
There's nothing bigger and better than the Hawks.
Well, there is that. That is
Come
true.
on. So you still have a few diehards that are sticking around.
We got a new pitcher, number 8, in for the Royals. That is going to be Thane Miners. And let's see who's over at third. Number 12 over at third base. That is Drew Block, the DH, moving over to third. So, yep, the third base will move over to pitch. The DH will move to third, and the Royals will forfeit the designated hitter for the rest of the game.
Danny Miners, the DH, number 12. Drew Block is at third.
And Warner will lead things off. Warner 2 for 3, single, a triple, a couple RBIs, a run scored. Big cut, strike one. And another cut, strike two. Couple of breaking balls. Warner behind in the count. And that's up and away.
Sure, keep the bag on.
And fouled off. 1 and 2. And up in the air, but foul, and diving attempt by the left fielder in foul territory. Wow. Laying out his body in a 6-run ball game. Give him credit out there. That is Tate Miners, I believe, out there. Phenomenal effort.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Away, 3 and 2.
But that's the competitor, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're down 6 runs and diving for a ball like that in foul territory. Up high, 3 and 2. Payoff pitch. And fouled off.
Well, Warner did a little bit of a magic act there. He happened to hit the light pole. Bounces right back into the...
I believe that's 50 points in Hawks bingo. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Warner goes down swinging, and that'll bring up Tessman.
Oh, explain this Hawks bingo, Johnny. I might want in.
If you're playing fungo golf, that would be a hole-in-one, I think. Yeah.
I want to know about this Hawks bingo.
High fastball there, got Warner to chase. Elevated.
Yeah, and there looks like the rain has stopped.
And there's a big cut from Tessman, strike 1.
Same swing as Blake's, just from the other side of the plate. These guys are still have the right mental approach at the plate. That pitch I don't get, but hey, we'll take it. It was a ball.
Yep, 1 and 1. And that one is towards the gap,
drop.
and that's going to be down for extra bases. Tessman cruising around first. He's going to check in with a stand-up double.
I think all the batteries in the water.
So now I'm getting some bugs attacking me, Johnny. I don't know about you.
We're getting to the bug night. They're trying to get away from the rain as we take another look. Oh.
Come to the comforts of the luxurious press box here in Hastings.
So Tessman continues his excellent season, just driving the ball all over the place.
That was even beaten too. Batter number 16, Mitch Iliff.
So here's Iliff. 0 for 2, but I got a couple of walks so far tonight. And that one is up in the air to left center field. Left fielder will call it and put it away for out number 2.
It turns, and we didn't have a man running, but that was a heck of a throw to third base.
here's the good news. Cole Benson cannot hit into a double play.
Here comes Benson. Yep. 0 for 3. Walking a run in the 6th, but wrapped into a couple of double plays. So,
yep.
He's looking to do something good here. Maybe driving a run and feel good about himself leaving this game. First pitch is away. Ball 1.
Yeah, he's due. He's due.
And that one misses away, 2-0. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
Yep. Cole's looking comfortable.
Yep, I think so. You got to put everything out of your mind and not let it affect you, and just get ready to hit. Down low, 3-1. I'm sure he'd like nothing better than to drive one to the outfield and get an RBI here.
Absolutely.
And swing and a miss, strike 2, full count.
Clouds area.
Payoff pitch.
There it is.
And misses down low, ball 4. So Benson draws a walk. Second walk of the night. And here comes Jake Sandquist, who's walked a couple times.
Yep, Sandy's getting some help from Jordan.
Oh, get those chin pads off, and get a little,
off and
little
be
slap
ready to
on
bat.
the backside for a good measure.
Don't mess around with Jim when Ski walks up.
Sandquist, 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Takes the ball. You probably wanted to keep the save and not get him out of his rhythm after he has 2 hits. If he doesn't have any hits, he might want you to change it up. But now when he has 2 hits. And that's down low, ball 2. To Jake is on the inside corner, 2-1.
Again, all night that pitch is getting everybody.
Quick shot.
Yeah, it's a tough one to do much with. And once again, there for a strike, and Sandquist kind of
gives a little
flips his head back in exasperation a little bit. Maybe been wanting that one for his guys this evening. Not quite getting it. And strike 3 called. And that's it for the Hawks in the 8th inning. They get a double and a walk, but cannot cash them in. We head to the top of the 9th. Hawks have a 6-run lead, need 3 more outs to shut it down. We'll be right back.
I'll do a pan of the whole field.
We live in Hastings, Minnesota. Chloe will never get to know her uncle Devin. My brother Devin died of fentanyl poisoning on April 4th, 2020. Through Snapchat, Devin and his friend bought what they believed was a Percocet. It wasn't. It was a fake pill made of 100% illicit fentanyl. My brother didn't want to die. My family had to learn what fentanyl was after it was too late. What happened to my family could just as easily happen to yours. If we would have known about fentanyl sooner, maybe we could have saved Devin's life. You still have time to have that life-saving conversation with your children and loved ones. Illicit fentanyl is the leading cause of death for ages 18 to 45. Every 5 minutes in the U.S., illicit fentanyl kills someone's brother, son, father, mother, or loved one. Call 911 if someone you know is overdosing. Call United Way's 24/7 helpline by dialing 211 to find resources in and near Hastings. Contact United Way of Hastings or visit their website, unitedwayofhastings.org, for more resources or to make a donation. You can save a life by working with me and the United Way of Hastings to build awareness and reduce the stigma of overdoses and fentanyl poisonings. One pill can kill.
Top 9 coming back at you. Dennis Reinhardt looking for 3 more outs to send the Hawks home happy. First pitch, swing and a miss by Drew Block. The start of the game as a DH, and now over at third base, he is 1 for 3 with a walk. Chopped foul down the first baseline, strike 2.
I think that one went right to one of our cameramen.
And up high, 1 and 2. And misses down low, 2 and 2. Up and away, ball 3, 3 and 2.
Payoff pitch.
And that misses away, ball 4. So gets ahead of Block 0 and 2 and then loses him to a walk. That'll bring Pearson to the plate. Pearson struck out, reached on a fielder's choice that drove in a run in the 4th, hit a sac fly in the 6th, and popped out in the 7th. So he's got a couple of RBI tonight. And that one's up high, ball 1. Dennis, I think, looking for his release point on that breaking ball a little bit at this point. Had pretty good control of it last inning, but trying to get that back. That one's in there for a strike, 1 and 1.
Yep, so just looking for anything from the infield here that could set up a double play.
Because if we get him out here and we're in.
And that's a good looking breaking ball on the corner, strike 2.
Froze him.
Yeah, sure did.
One set. It's so
that does have a lot of downward life in that pitch. And just a little slaps that one out into right field for a base hit. Just kind of stays with it and goes the other way, and 2 aboard for the Royals. Here comes Sam. That'll bring up Sam Warren, the right fielder.
So we got a lefty on righty matchup here.
Lefty on righty matchup, yep, for Warren. Warren 1 for 4. Hawks still a big cushion, just looking for outs here.
We can roll one up here.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. There's a strike.
Good shot at Denny there.
There's a good shot of him, yep. That's a good looking pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. So Dennis gets ahead yet again. Third straight guy's had 2 strikes on and lost them both. See if he can finish off Warren. And gets Warren strike 3 swinging, so 1 away. That'll bring up 15 Adam Marshall, the catcher, 0 for 4 so far. Couple of groundouts, couple of flyouts.
Hey, he's had a good night behind the plate.
And that's in there for a strike. Yeah, with a catcher, you can let that go a little bit. Your catcher being in your 8 hole, if he's a good defensive catcher, you can live with that. You can live with that. That can still win a lot of games for you, or keep a lot of games from going sideways. And that is going to be through for a base hit.
And they're
rounding third. Nope, they're going to hold him up.
So let's see if we can leave him there again for, I think, the 2nd or 3rd time tonight.
So bases loaded yet again with 1 out. Thane Miners coming to the plate.
Well, this is where the Hawks just
Hawks just, like I say, they're in regular. Nobody's moving in, just looking for those last 2 outs. First pitch is in there for strike 1. And popped up. Right field, that's going to be Nelson.
Oh, there is a tag. There is a tag.
And they're trying to fakes the tag just to draw the throw, and nicely blocked by that was Iliff there that came in there to block that ball and keep it from getting away. So nice job by him. So Royals down to their last chance in the form of Tate Miners. First pitch is a ball. Miners with 3 of the Royals' 11 hits on the evening. Misses down low, ball 2, 2-0.
Yeah, I think Denny is just, he's doing a little nibble in here. You don't have anywhere to put him, though.
Yep, that's the problem. And that's fouled off, strike 1.
You got a guy that wants to be a hitter. It's okay to do a little nibbling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Get him to try to get him to chase that, chase something. Guy that wants to be a hero. Oh, and inside, 3-1.
Sandy's standing tall, saying, "All right, let's get this big fella."
3-1 is flared foul off to the right. Full count. So Rochester down to their last strike.
Yeah, they'll be running.
Absolutely. Yep. Everybody will get an early jump.
There they go.
Payoff pitch just gets a piece of it to stay alive.
We got Greeter coming out to grab the ball. Keep the game moving here. Danny's not.
Payoff pitch. And swing and a miss. And Sandquist, all he has to do is step on the plate. And the game is over. And the Hawks win it. So really good win for the Hawks. Get the season sweep of the Rochester Royals. 12-6 here tonight. So good job by the Hawks. Sweeping the Class B, defending Class B state champs.
That's a great win.
Yep, great win. Big 6-run second inning to open things up. And Benny Taglin pitched a whale of a game. Gets his second victory of the season. Contributions up and down the lineup. Let's get a few highlights. Walters, 2 hits and 2 runs. Nelson, 3 hits, 4 RBIs and 2 runs. Schaefer, 2 hits, an RBI and 2 runs. Warner, 2 hits, 2 RBIs and a run. So yeah, up and down the line. Of course, Tessman, 2 hits once again. Yeah. 13 hits once again for the Hawks. And our next broadcast for HCTV Sports will be tomorrow night. Catch some Legion baseball right here from Veterans Park, 7:30 p.m. So that'll do it from Vets Park. Hunter Pinky has been your producer, director, graphics, and replay. I'm Johnny Stocker here with Jade Paulseth. Will Celine, Tori Sellner, Seth Essler have been our camera people tonight. So thank you all. And thanks everybody for listening to Hastings Hawks Baseball. It's been a fun one. We plan to have a couple more TV games this year and hopefully get a couple more W's for people to watch.
Signing off.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.